Hello guys, welcome to Latman Farm. In today's episode, we are going to show you the flow chart of our smoking facility so that you as a farmer can replicate this in your farm. As a farm, we made a decision to make our fishes available to the market. That is the fresh, the smoked, and then the grilled. But then during our planning process for the smoked fishes, we realized that we needed to get concrete measures to be able to produce to meet the required standard. For this reason, we realized that the traditional method of smoking fishes actually exposes the fishes to a substance called Polycyclic Aromatic Hydrocarbons, PAH. And this particular hydrocarbon, what it does is it causes cancer in human beings. This is because when you are smoking your fishes, the liquid from your fish goes into the fire, causes some smoke, and the fishes absorb these substances. It makes the fishes unwholesome for human consumption. So there was a need for us to be able to do wider consultations to be able to settle with the right system. So what we did was simple. We went to the Fish Processors Union of Ghana and we went to meet them to have interactions with them to be able to know what is the ideal system used. After that consultation, we went to the Post-Harvest Department of the Fisheries Commission to also have a good discussion with them, and they gave us this particular system and this particular flow chart to use in our farm. The reason is that when you set up a facility, you do not want cross-contamination and you want quality fishes so that anybody who is consuming from your farm is consuming something which is food safe. So let's go to the facility and see what we have for you. So with me here is the processing facility. It is a 15 by 15 feet dimension. What I did was, here used to be a bare place we're not necessarily using for anything, and I decided to change it into this facility. So you can see that the base level, there are block works, and then we have some metallic poles in there as pillars, and then we have a lot of wood, and then some mesh and then some nets to screen the area from house flies and other smaller insects from entering into the facility. Over here is your entrance, and it also serves as your exit. So let's go inside. So when you enter the facility, what we've done here is a flow chart. The reason is because you do not want any cross-contamination in your production processes. So on my right hand side, that is when you enter on your right, which is on my left here, this is where you receive your raw materials. So this includes your fishes and any other thing that you want to use or you want to do over here. So when you receive them over here, you wash them, you degut them, and then also you weigh them with your weighing scale. From there, the next place we go to is the hand washing station. Now with this hand washing station, this is where you wash your fish thoroughly and prepare them to be placed on the oven. So this right here is the Ahotor Oven. The Ahotor Oven is an improvement of the charcoal smoker. The charcoal smoker is the traditional way of smoking our fish. And so this system came up as a result of a research project between the USAID and the Netherlands and then the Fisheries Commission of Ghana. And so with the Ahotor Oven, you have a reduced level of these PAH compounds I mentioned earlier on being absorbed by the fish. So first, you can see behind me here, this is a wood and a mesh. Now, this wood and mesh is going to serve as where you place your fishes. So on this mesh, depending on the size of your fishes, you can either place either 20 or 30 on them. And so I have about 20 of these. And so what you do is you have one line there with your fishes on it. And then you have the second one. You also put fishes on it. And then you put them over this system. Now, at the end of the day, if you are putting 20 on this system, you're going to have about 200 of them. With this oven, the first thing we can see is what we call the fat collector. any fat or any liquid that comes from the fish, this thing does the collection for you. So let me take it out so that you see how it is like. So with this fat collector, as I said earlier on, every liquid from the fish will either fall over here or over here. And there are some holes in here that will allow the oil or the liquid to pass through. And there are also some holes in here so that you can harvest whatever liquid you want, and you can use it for your fertilizer or anything that you would like to do with it. Also, the next thing we can notice, this is a block work, but inside the block work, we have our bricks in here. And what the bricks is doing is, the bricks are going to help us to retain some level of heat. And so the bricks are in here, and right under the bricks, you have a metal. This metal is made of iron rod. And so your firewood would rest upon this below the system. So in this system, it has been designed in a way that you can fan from here. And when you fan from here, the smoke doesn't go up onto the fish, but the smoke will rather come out from this place. Also, what this does is, to some certain extent, it reduces the risk of the person working in the facility. Because in the traditional system, the one smoking the fishes is highly exposed to these carbon compounds, which are not good for the human body. So over here we have some fishes that we decided to try the system with, and then also we are going to make these fishes available to the Food and Drugs Authority for them to test and make sure that we are within the acceptable ranges for the production. So there is the first element you can see is this. This tries as much as possible to retain the heat in the system, and so if you want to check anything, you can use this side to check. From this, the next thing is we have this thing here, which is made out of wood. It tries as much as possible to retain the heat in the system, and so you can have your fishes getting cooked evenly. So in this system, you wouldn't need to be turning your fishes like this, like in the old system where we have to be doing this. No. In this system, when you have your fishes just arranged over here, what you just know is you just arrange all the stacks, cover it. After some time, then you come back and then you come and rearrange it. So the rearranging is simple. The ones at the bottom will come on top, and then it follows in that particular order. Now my production cycle takes me about 3 to 4 days, because every single day I am looking for a certain level of moisture, and then by the 4th day I would have been able to achieve that. So if I need to smoke about 400 fishes or 500 fishes, I can just use the entire system to smoke all of them per session. So you can see over here, I have some of these fishes here, and then there are smaller ones. Reason being is I'm still using it to test the differences in the market and stuff like that. So that is it for these guys. So with the Ahotor Oven, if you know that you are going to take about 4 days to smoke, let's say the first 3 days, you do not need to take out your fishes from the system. You can let them be on the system, cover them nicely, and you will be okay. After that, if you want to, let's say, package your fishes, then you wait for your fishes to cool down, and then you can just come and just take them from the mesh, and then you can easily package them. So after your fishes cool down and they are ready to be packaged, the next thing you can do is, we have a smaller place over here where you can do your packaging. So this place, mind you, I forgot to say this, it's a work in progress. We are not done. We're supposed to have some cabinets over here, and then probably some marble board, and then we try to make the place look quite good. But then you can stand here and then you can package them. And then normally with the packaging, we are looking at recyclable paper bags, so you can also consider that. And then you have your nice label on top of it. Place them into the boxes and then take them to the market. So that's it on Latman Farms. There will be an episode where we'll show you the system in action. So please like, share and subscribe, and put on the notification bell so you don't miss out on our episodes. See you.